Okay, this is an introduction video for a 10-acre tract in Douglas County, Missouri. We're near the Mark Twain National Forest. We're near the North Fork River. We're near Bryant Creek. It's very, very private, yet it is close to county roads. It's close to electric. It has amazing views. If you're into recreation, hunting, and fishing and camping and whatnot, awesome property and awesome area. Let's do this here. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit just to begin. So this is Highway 14 down here to the south. If we go west, we're heading towards Ava. If we go east, we're headed toward West Plains, Missouri. And if we are to wind our way north, we'll end up in Mountain Grove, Missouri. Nice location within 20 miles of numerous mid-sized regional towns. As far as getting to the property, we can send you the link for this interactive map, which is really handy. It can be super confusing on your first trip otherwise, because oftentimes these county roads aren't labeled. And in fact, we had someone tell us the other day that this county road that says 255 has a sign up that says something different. So that's something to be aware of. So if you're coming from the east, from the West Plains area over here, you'll take Highway 14. And as soon as you pass Highway W, which you see here, as soon as you pass that, you'll take your first right onto the county road, whatever it's labeled. Follow that around to this easement road, and then take that up to the property. Go up this hill and end up at the property. If you're coming from the west, out of Ava, or if you came from Mountain Grove and went south on Highway 5, then you go east on Highway 14, and there's a couple county roads here which can be good landmarks, but ultimately, if you get to Highway W, you know you went just a little too far. So pull into W, turn around, and backtrack and take your first road going to the north. Okay. So you follow the county road around, and there are a couple access points at Hawks Roost. I feel this one is probably the most simple right now. So come around on this county road. You'll take a left here and go south, and then follow the road up. You'll go up this hill. Let's kick it into topo action. You'll go up this hill that you can see here. It's really not steep, but it is a long, gradual hill. You'll turn and then follow this ridge to the property on the west. And the property itself, it's the highest on the west. It's got some level area, and then it slopes down really gradually as you go to the east. Now, on topo maps, the white areas generally indicate areas that were meadows or are meadows. So either current or past meadows or pasture or whatnot. And if we go into aerial and look at that, we'll see that that's fairly accurate. You'll see these cedar trees. So this was probably an open meadow at some time, and then someone quit using it as pasture or whatnot, and those cedars grew up. And similar on the west side. This west side looks more like a natural glade area, which is really pretty cool. You'll have those in a few spots in the Ozarks. You'll have this natural kind of limestone with grass growing out of it, and then the cedar trees. So that actually looks like a really pretty natural glade area on the west side. And then it slopes down. The tract has been logged. All these tracts at Bobcat Hollow have been logged within the last couple years. So it wasn't clear cut, but they did cut the large commercial oaks. But what that did was that opened up some nice openings. It left some trails, and it doesn't look like they really cut, well, they cut very few, if any, cedar trees. So this huge cedar grove here on the east side, covered in mature cedars, is still there. And the interesting thing that I notice is when you look at this map, you've got this small kind of farmstead right here, and it looks like it's just right next to the property. Well, in reality, you would have to be basically within 20 feet of the east side to ever see this guy's property here. From up above, you might have a view over it where it's higher, but as you get down into here, you've got these hundreds of mature cedar trees, which provide a really nice natural barrier. So that's pretty cool. So check out the drone videos, which are recent. Check out the ground videos in the listing, which are recent. You can get a pretty good look at this property. I personally think it's a really nice one because I love these natural glade areas. They're really cool. I love a property that has a view, and this does have a view off to the east, which could be vastly improved if you cut out a few of the smaller trees. As you're on the west side looking toward the east, there's some big ridges over here toward the National Forest that you can see. It's really, really a nice property. So the roads here are minimum maintenance easement roads, so you'll definitely want a truck or an SUV, preferably with four-wheel drive. We've had some crazy weather patterns here about the last month, where it's been raining quite a bit, so everything's going to be rough out there. But bring your truck or your SUV, and you should be good to go. So a nice solid property in a good area. Got a good price on this one. Oh, by the way, electric is super, super close. Had someone ask me that about an adjoining property the other day here. This cleared swath you see right here, that's the electric line. So that is super close. Within, geez, how close is it? Within 150 feet of the property. Or actually within about 100 feet that way, but definitely within 200 feet of the property. So that's pretty cool. Nice place to put a home or a cabin or set up your site. If you're a hunter, it's great because you're going to have deer and turkey on the property. We see them practically every time we're out there. But you've also got the Mark Twain National Forest within a couple miles. So if you're into fishing, you've got the North Fork River, Bryan Creek, etc., etc. I think I've talked too much already, so we'll cut that off. But that's 10 acres. It's property ID HR09 if you're getting a hold of us to ask about it. But ultimately, you can just go to our website at InstantAcres.com. And if the property is available, you'll see it. If it's not, you will not. So we look forward to working with you. InstantAcres.com.